Hello, today is Sunday the 15th of January. I'm going to do vegetarian bolognese and beef bolognese. So we've got some Plant Chef soya mince, chopped tomatoes, sieved tomatoes, some herbs. It's like Worcester sauce but without there's no anchovies in it, so it makes this one vegetarian. Then we've got some garlic, pepper, onion, celery and some meat there. I might have to do a bit more onion and garlic because it doesn't actually look like a lot there. I'll see how it goes when it's cooking, and it'll probably be done with pasta even though it's spaghetti bolognese. So I'll show you when it's all plated up. Hello, I've done the bolognese. I've done it with the Christmas pasta from Aldi's. The one bag of 250 grams has done all four of us, but this one's Yuki's. Connor's going to try it. He's not always a very big fan of mince, but he's going to be brave. Yeah. And that was the pasta that we'd got for 29p after Christmas. So none of us have actually tried that one yet. But it kind of looks a bit childish, but it's going to be food, so it's all good at the end of the day. Hello, it's Monday today. I'm going to make tomato soup. I don't have any fresh carrots, so I've just gone for my soup base that I got out of the freezer. So it might look a little bit funny. But we've got onions, celery and carrots. I've never actually made a tomato soup. I've always just bought that in cans. Normally I do lentil soup, but I want to see if I can get everybody else to eat it, because we're so used to just opening a can of tomato soup, which is lovely, but the price is creeping up. And because I got the tomatoes in a £1.50 box, I've got 6 here I think it is. I'm going to chop them up still a bit smaller, but I thought I would definitely try and get round to making the soup, because we brought it Tuesday, it's now Monday and they are still firm. To me, I think they're too good to go into a soup. But I am going to do it because I said I would try. And if you hear lots of builders going on, my next door neighbours, they the house was sold back in October. The new people are getting some work done, just started today. No notice to us, and they're very noisy. But going by the pictures I saw online, because we've lived here 26 years and the same person had lived next door the whole time, and online we saw the photos that the estate agents had taken. It needs a lot of work, so I think it could be months of workmen. But if it makes it into a nice family home, then that'll be good. Right, so I'm going to have to let those cook until they're softened up, so I'll come back in a little while with you. Actually, I'm not going to give it 10 minutes. I've chopped up the tomatoes, so I think that's about 3 minutes. There's quite a lot of liquid in this because the veg was frozen, so I'm just going to stick the tomatoes straight in and then do 10 minutes. And I haven't bothered weighing anything because it's literally whatever you've got in your cupboards, isn't it, with things like soups. Now I'm going to give it 10 minutes, let them soften up, and I've left the skin and seeds on because I'm going to blend it. So yeah, I'm going to let that stew down, is probably the best word for it. Then we'll come back and add liquid and all that. That's bubbling away quite nicely. The skins are actually starting to come off by themselves, so I can pull them out when I see them. I'm going to add 1 vegetable stock cube because that's what I've seen on most of the recipes. It did say a squidge of tomato ketchup, tomato puree. So I'll put a little bit of extra tomato in. Whether that's to help thicken it up, I don't know. And I've got a pint of water here at the moment, which I've just tipped most onto the cooker. It does call for 2 pints, so try and do it better this time. There's the 2nd pint going in, and I will leave that now for 20 minutes. I would have tried it, most of the recipes said roast tomatoes, but that means doing it for 40 minutes, so I want to cook a cake or something if I've got to put the oven on for 40 minutes. And I'll try and squeeze some bit more of this out. But I will show you when the 20 minutes is up, because I can't get that out one-handed. I've let it sorry. I've let it cool down a little bit because I'm going to blend it and I don't want to burn myself. But it looks really thin, so hopefully the blending bit will sort it out. That didn't take long. I've blended it, but it still looks quite thin to me. So what I might have to do is put it back on to see if I can reduce the volume, because I don't really want to do a corn syrup, not corn syrup, cornstarch slurry, in case that makes it taste weird, because I don't actually know what it tastes like yet. That tastes nice, but you can definitely taste the celery. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have put celery in a tomato soup. They're never going to think this one is a tin one, I know that much, but I'll see if I can get them all to eat it, even if it's just to dunk their bread into. Hello, for Monday's tea, Yuki's got Richmond vegetarian sausages, peas and green beans, and these are tinned potatoes that I've cut up into tiny bits in the hope that and then tried shallow frying them, but I don't know how well it's going to work. And everybody else has the same, apart from ours are Tesco's Stockwell sausages. Hello, today is the 17th of January and it's a Tuesday, and it's Bethany's 10th birthday, my 2nd oldest grandchild. So happy birthday, darling. Right, Yuki has, 1 second. Yuki has pasta with corn strips and a jar of chunky mushroom pasta sauce. Just something nice and quick for me to cook because we went shopping today. And for Connor and Barry, we've got from the freezer beer battered cod fillets. These were brought with 75% off, and I went through my freezer today, so I thought I'll use up some of that stuff instead of buying more. And I am having half of the cod in parsley sauce with boiled potatoes and baked beans. And if we go right back here, the corn strips were brought on offer as well at Tesco's, so it's kind of a yellow sticker meal, because they had been 63p instead of £2.50 or something. But it's a basic meal, but like I said, it's a shopping day, so sometimes it used to just be pizza, so I think I've done quite good. So thank you. Hello. Hang on, get you to the right direction. Hello, today is Wednesday. We've got a curry made using half a packet of the extra hot. I've done it with boiled rice, and I've tried to make homemade chips or wedges. The shape is wedges, but there's no skin on it, so I don't know if that makes it a chip. That one's with corn, onion, lots of mushroom. I didn't put peas in today. That one will be berries, and the dark bits is because it's chestnut mushrooms. Connor has his with noodles. There's mine. We've also got these that I brought for Christmas, so I've got them out of the freezer thinking curry. I know this is Chinese curry, but they're on a plate so they can help themselves. But that is today's dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, today is Thursday. For Yuki, I've done pasta, Aldi meatballs, and in the tomato sauce is sieved tomato, onion and red pepper. I completely forgot to get mushrooms out of the fridge, but I'm sure she'll be alright. And she has let me put some white cabbage on the side. For everybody else, the potatoes are slightly overcooked, they're all falling apart, but I didn't want to mash them. We've got white cabbage, and the meat is pork mince. I made up half a pack of stuffing and mixed it all in. It works as a brilliant binding agent, and it tastes gorgeous that way. We've got a jug of onion gravy, and that's been made using the cabbage water. And we've got loads of cabbage left over, and that was only half a cabbage, so I might try and make bubble and squeak. But yeah, that's today's dinner. Hello everybody, today is Friday. I was going to do, we had some Cajun chicken in the freezer which I defrosted, and then I watched a video and it's like, actually we're going to have pizzas. So I've made the base myself using proper bread mix, you know, of yeast and all that. For Yuki, these were in her freezer, so they're vegan. So she's got, I fried it first, sliced it up and fried it. She's got vegan bacon as well. I've tried to do stuffed crust, so we've got mozzarella cheese in the crust, onion and peppers, and then just passata. But when I was making the bread mix, I did put in some yeast and some mixed herbs. And I haven't plated anything up because I don't think they're going to fit on the plate, but I do know that they're going to eat the whole lot. And on here is cheddar cheese and mozzarella. This is what I mean, it's got little bits of cooked chicken on. I chopped up some bacon and fried that. But most of the crust seems to have unravelled, so I don't know if I did a bad job. There's another one, this has got peppers and onion on as well. I didn't want to give it to Connor. And this one I didn't even bother trying to stuff the crust because I don't need the extra calories from the extra cheese. So I won't get through all of mine, but I know the other three will, because when it comes to pizza they can always make room. Hello everybody, today is Saturday, and even though we had pizzas yesterday, so sort of a bread based dinner, we're having burgers today because it turns out everybody's got burgers. So we've got our cheap rolls. These were brought on yellow sticker, 54p. I think that was sometime in November. These are from the freezer. These were brought back in the summer holidays. There's a tray of 12 fresh burgers. We've still got 6 here. They've been defrosting all day. There's Yuki's because they have to defrost. But I wanted some onions and I didn't buy any this week. So we ran to Tesco's, got some onions. They had some lettuce, 38p, so we can put lettuce in our burgers. I needed some more lemons anyway for lemon water. And we picked up 2 milkshakes because Connor is doing the 1 chip challenge. He said some point over the weekend, because he's got a proper American 1 chip challenge, the 1 chip thing being sent to him from America, and they're supposed to be hotter or something. So I thought he's going to need something to cool himself down with afterwards. But we're having burgers and I'll show you when they're done. Right, it's totally disorganised. I'm frying some mushrooms. I fancy a bit of mushroom in mine. And in real life they look a bit darker than that. Fried onions. And if we look that way you can see they're trying to organise theirs. But we've got what are they? Gherkins, tomato, raw onions, the cheese slices. We like our rolls buttered, some of us. The lettuce. Yuki's already started constructing hers, and I will show you mine, not all of them, when they're done. Right, this is my one. I've got 1 burger, fried onion, fried mushroom, bit of ketchup and mustard. I've put the lettuce and tomato and more fried mushroom on the side because I can't get my gob around such a big burger. So there's no point in putting the lettuce inside. I'm looking at Connor's, it looks disgusting. But if Connor does do his 1 chip challenge at the weekend, I will put a link into the description so you can go and watch him suffer. Because I know he likes hot stuff, but I think that is going to be too hot for him. And he's also got a brilliant burger video that I can link in the description as well.